So have you had British food in inverted commas? Have you had that the full English yet?
No.
All right, so basically in terms of like, you've got London and UK is very diverse. So obviously you've got Nigerians, West Indians, Ghanaian, like you've got all different people, like Italians, but there's certain food that like English people eat. It's not staple, but it's within their culture. And there's one thing called the full English. So it's breakfast. So it's like a fried egg, sausages, beans, toast. Then you can add other things, mushrooms.
No, you can't add it. That's part of it.
No.
That's part of it.
No, but it's different. You can add it.
Full English?
Yeah, full English.
Bro, for it to be full English, it has to have certain things in it. If you take those things off,
no,
it's not full English.
You don't have to have mushrooms
I
in
thought
there.
you guys were talking about language. Is that food?
Yeah. So the full English. So basically, for example, like most times, staple full English would be like eggs, bacon, sausages, beans, toast, cup of tea. Like, yeah. But then obviously, as I said, some people add like tomato, mushrooms. Yeah, try it, bro. And when you try it, please let me know. And then I'm going to send you some other things. Because
I think we need to have a full Swahili now.
There we go. We need that.
What's that?
No, you said it's full English. Now we're
gonna have full Swahili.
Yes.
So what do you have for in terms of what do they have for breakfast in? Yeah, traditional.
I think the favorite is how do you call kiporo? Is last night food that remained. What is that?
Oh, leftovers.
Oh, leftovers.
Yes, leftovers. Yes.
But that's breakfast.
Yes. That's dope.
Is it recorded?
Yeah.
No, I'm blessed.
Oh, yeah. Let's cut that out.
All right, let's crack on. We're going to start now. Everyone ready, yeah? You good to go, Keith?
Ready.
Good to go, bro?
I'm good to go.
Cool.
Yeah,
right.
Born ready.
All right, what's happening, people? Welcome to another episode of the Free Shots Tequila podcast with myself, Marvin Abbey. Who else we got in the studio?
Mr. Exposed.
Tazer is
Rayvanny.
daddy duties today, but we got, man said, forget the intro. I'll let you know who I am. We got a very, very special guest, big man in the building. What's going on, bro? What's your name? Where you from?
Yo, this is Rayvanny from Tanzania, East Africa.
Come on.
Yes.
Love that.
Big deal over
and
there.
Before we started,
Oh, here we go.
Before you got
here we go.
Marvin was like, you lot are from the same part of the world. And I was like, no, we're not. He's like, it's the same. And I was like, bro, I'm Zimbabwean. He's like, it's close together. And I was like, bro, it's not even the same part of the country.
You both speak Swahili though.
No, I don't, bro. I don't speak Swahili.
I thought you do.
No.
Why would you think that?
You're from Zimbabwe?
Yeah.
They speak it over there though, no?
Yeah, I think little words.
Okay.
What is moyo in Zimbabwe?
Hot.
Yes, same thing in
So I
Tanzania.
think, there's similar
See?
wording.
Bonding, bro.
It's not bonding,
Not that much, bro. Not that much, but little words.
Because in terms of West Africa, you got like Ghana and Nigeria. We're not similar, but it's
West Africa.
Yeah, but it's West
East
Africa.
Are you from Ghana?
Southern
I'm
Africa.
Nigerian.
Oh, you're Nigerian.
Yeah. That's what I was quite impressed with, like when I was reading up on you and stuff, because the focus tends to be more on like Afrobeat in terms of Nigerian artists.
Oh yeah.
Your Burners, your Davidos,
Oh yeah.
like the people that are hyper visual.
Oh
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? But you yourself, when I looked at your Instagram, you got like 9 million followers.
Yes.
Like you've done a lot for Tanzanian rap.
Yeah.
Or music, should I say.
But what I'm doing, I'm doing things in a different way, you know? Because we have our type of music, we call it bongo flavor.
Yeah.
But when we call bongo flavor means that we chop different sounds from different part of the world. That's why if you go to Tanzania, you see, you're going to listen to some songs like, they sounds like Nigerian, but they're from Tanzania.
Yeah.
You can find other songs like piano songs, like from South Africa, but you can find them in Tanzania.
Yeah.
We have reggae song, we have rap type of songs. So we call it bongo flavor, like we have different fusions of different sound. But what I'm doing is different. I like to work with different musicians from different part of the world.
Yeah.
Did a song with Indians, did a song with Colombians, did a song with Nigerians as well. So I'm trying to, do my music for the world. So that's what I'm doing. So when you see those, you say you have 9 million followers, or you have those songs with big numbers. Like I have my song called Te Amo. I did with Meshes Maricoa from Mozambique. I have another song with Angolan artists like South African. That's what I'm doing because I'm doing. In our country we speak a lot of Swahili. There's not a lot of English in our country. So what we are doing is taking that Swahili language to the world. I have my song Tetema. It's typical Swahili, but everyone can dance to it. Like you can vibe with it, even if you don't understand what I'm talking about. And I saw one video of Maluma. I think there was in LA was a fashion week. I don't know. He was just vibing to my song, and I was like, okay, that's the opportunity. I was like, yo, bro, thanks for vibing to my song. I just DM him, and it was like he didn't reply, and I was like, what can I do to get his attention? So I went and posted like, okay, me and Maluma, we have a song coming out soon, and I was lying. We didn't even have any plan. He didn't even reply to me. So all the blogs, all the media was like posting me and him, and it was like, what's going on? And then he texted me like, yo, what's good, bro? And then we did another version of Tetema, the Colombian version. So that's dope, though. That's what I'm doing. Like,
you could have taken that left, though.
Yeah, bro.
You could have been like, yo, wait, why you saying we got a song together, bro? What's going on? But that's good, though, that he saw the opportunity.
So that's what I'm doing. Like, if you go to my music, you'll see I'm working with different artists from different part of the world.
I think that's the best plan, though, because I'm seeing it with a lot of artists. A long time ago, for example, American artists only work with Americans. UK artists only work with UK artists. Where you're seeing like a lot of artists, like for example, Central C, Dave, Eddie, they go into France and making a record with the top guy in France, or like someone in France, they're making a song with someone in Italy. So you're kind of taking followers and drawing attention from all different places that maybe wouldn't have known you before. So it seems like you're doing the same thing.
That's what I'm doing.
And I think, the gap has been bridged a little bit because before we didn't understand music from different places, essentially. But now, you listen to music and you're like, I have no idea what they're saying. But I love it. There's so many songs I go through on my phone now, and it's like, if you were to ask me what they're, rapping about, it's like, Premier Girl, or when we listen to it now, and when I saw the translation of the song, and I was like, right, it's not a happy song in terms of him. Like, he was going through it, but we are in the rave. You're in the club vibing, but he's having a whale of a time. But it kind of shows you that music really transcends everything, essentially. Because even when you think of I'm a piano, essentially, like I'll speak to people and you're like, oh, what does this mean? And you're like, that's a very spiritual song. You're like, oh, that's borderline gospel. And people are in the dance.
They're dancing to it.
Yeah, but because it's just literally what something sounds like, essentially. Sometimes you can just literally connect with music on more than just a lyrical level. And I think now that people are appreciating music from other places a bit more now, people are open to listening to different things, essentially. Because before, people were like, no, we're just listening to hip hop. And once upon a time, it was just American music we would listen to. But now we're just kind of open to, like you said, start with Afrobeats. I'm a piano, and now we're kind of tapping into all the other little pockets of music that we have back home, essentially.
And it's a beautiful thing. And even when you go to America, you might be chilling with someone that's American, and they're like, yo, put on some Afrobeat. Put on some piano. You're like, raw, like, back in the day, that would have never happened, bro. They listened to only Americans before. But now it's like, they're kind of like, we've had enough of the Americans. Like, this sounds fresh. It sounds new. I can dance to this. Do you know what I'm saying? And people, there's the whole year the return, and people going back to Ghana, Nigeria, other parts of Africa to kind of...
I think it's the time now for the world to listen to different sounds, especially from Africa. Now, Afrobeat is so big, but I'm telling you, there's another sound we have back home. It's called Singeli. It's up-tempo songs. Up-tempo song, but vibe.
Where's that? Just in Tanzania? Or
just in Tanzania. It's like origin from Tanzania. So you can go and find Singeli songs. Crazy. I've done one with one DJ. He's from Village. He used to post on TikTok, vibing to you're vibing with people. And he went viral, like all over the country. And I was like, okay, how can I find this guy? They're far from our town. And I managed to reach out to them, and we did a song together. Now they're big in the country. They're doing their own shows.
Oh, wow.
So back home, if you can come with your songs, you can rap, you can do whatever. But when those Singeli singers got on stage, you have to...
Crazy.
Yo, bro, it's crazy. So I think now the world have to pay attention to our sound. We have so many sounds back in Africa.
Are you feeling the pressure now? Because I'm looking at things and I'm reading it, and it's like you hold the record for being the first Tanzanian African artist to perform at the stage at MTV EMAs.
Yeah.
First Tanzanian act to clock 100 million streams.
On Boomplay.
The only Tanzanian artist to ever win a BET award.
Yes.
You got nominated for a Grammy the other day.
Yes.
So it's like, do you now feel the pressure that like, it seems like you're the OG of this Tanzanian sound or this, you know what I'm saying? Do you feel it? Or is just like, it is what it is?
It like this. When I'm walking, I'm just looking at myself like what I'm supposed to do, you know. Like I'm just looking on my focus. Like, okay, this is my focus now. But when it's successful, then it's become like, oh, he's the only guy to do that.
Yeah.
And I don't want to feel myself like, okay, I'm the OG. Like I have to take it to the next level. I don't take it that way. I feel like I'm so selfish, I can say. I'm thinking about if I can't do it, then who else will do it?
Yeah.
So that's why this year I'm focusing on global market, you know. I feel so bad when I see some stuff and they're not happening in East Africa, you know. We see some, you know, Nigerians, you know, West African artists doing big stuff.
Yeah.
I think even East African, they can do it as well. So that's the goal.
Do you think, you know, because when you look at your massive following, essentially, do you think, you know, if you were to, let's say your music was just to remain in Africa, do you think you could sustain yourself back home when you're like, you know what, I could have a career here, even if it didn't go abroad? Because I feel like you've touched on something where you're like, I started here, you know what I mean, focused on here, grew what I have here, then you've kind of reached out. So you think you can sit here and say,
I've done that already. You know? So, you know, life is all about, you know, challenging yourself. Like what extra you want to do. You know? It's okay. You can say, okay, let me just do here, you know, big things here. And it's okay, but, you know, representing the country, the culture to the world, that's good also. Because you're opening, not only music-wise, but also business-wise.
Yeah.
Yes. When you promote the industry, when you promote your, for example, Nigerians, it's few artists who started. I can say maybe Fela or
Sunny Ade.
Yes, and then it comes to P Square, and then Wiz, Davido, Burna Boy, and then Rema. You know, it's like a generation. Now they're making a lot of money. They like business-wise, not only music. They got big endorsements and stuff like that. So taking your music to the world, like it help you in different ways, like music-wise, business-wise. So I think that's the focus.
I think it's cool, and it's kind of sick what you touched on, because people don't realize how much of a impact you have because you don't see it until afterwards. So for example, even this interview now, like just me personally, I wasn't aware of maybe Tanzanian music as much. But now, after meeting you, I'm going to look into it more. And I'm sure some of our listeners are going to do the same.
Yes, that's what I was talking about.
And some of our listeners that do listen are like, yes, finally, like, people are going to hear and there's going to be a light shone. So, because I feel like a long time ago, only certain places were cool. Yeah. If you're from this place, you're cool. If you weren't, you're not. Yeah. Whereas nowadays, it's like, you could be from anywhere.
Yes.
Anyone can be cool from anywhere, bro.
Yes.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, depending on how you dress, how you talk, what you sound like, everything's changed now.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what's sick, that it's a good time for the world in general to kind of highlight wherever they're from, because if you're lit, you're lit. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
Is there any reason you keep saying Tanzanian?
How do you say it?
I know, you know, because you know what I mean? I know you're getting those looks, you know
so
what I mean? And everyone...
What is it?
It's Tanzanian.
Oh, brother, that's because of your tongue, bro.
Not two different words, bro.
What?
Brother, it's the way I say Z. Like, I'm from
what
here.
Tanzanian.
Yeah.
Is it Tanzania? What? It's Tanzania.
Yeah, but you're from Tanzania, but
yes. Tanzanian.
Yeah.
What did he say?
So there's a whole extra RI in there.
What did he say?
Tanzanian.
Oh, no. There's no that.
I didn't say Tanzanian. What?
No,
Nigerian, bro.
you say Tanzanian.
You said Tanzanian, bro, twice. First time you said it, I was like, okay.
What?
Okay, that's going to be a
Second
no.
time, I was like...
But it sounds dope.
Thank you. So I'm saying.
No, when you said that, I was like, maybe there's a reason.
And you know what? I'm going to continue saying it because he knows there's no disrespect. That's my man's over there, man. You get me?
I was asking because I thought maybe something I don't know.
Tanzanian, that. You get me?
I thought that was the movement. You know what I mean? I thought maybe he has a movement over there. Tanzanians. I was like, I don't know.
Wow. Sounds dope, though.
Come on.
Yeah.
Put on a t-shirt, bro.
Yo, swag.
See, man,
Tanzanian.
What, bro? I was asking what? I can't ask why you're using a specific term.
No, but
first time you used it, I was like, okay.
On the real.
Second time, I was like, okay, it's the thing.
But on the real, did anyone else notice in it? Please. Was that what we're doing?
You know those.
I'll break the camera, you know.
It's confusing sometimes, those words. For example, Rwanda. How do you call Rwanda?
Aren't they Rwandans?
What?
Rwandans.
They say Rwandese.
Rwandans.
Yeah, Rwandese, right?
Oh, serious?
And Congo?
See? Thank God. See?
In Congo?
Nigga, you've been saying that wrong.
And how do you
I've
say
never
Congo?
said that. This is the first time.
What about Congo?
Rudis.
Congolese.
Why Lee's there? Why not Congo?
Congolese.
So how do you say, what is it? What's Congo? It's Congolese. No?
Congo is Congolese.
Yeah, so, all right, cool.
Rwanda is like Rwandese, I think.
I've never heard that. Rwandese.
Tanzania, you know how to say it better. Tanzania?
Say it, yeah.
No, just say it again.
And then pressure, man. What's going on here? I know like Somali is Somali, right? Because a lot of people say Somalian. And it's like that. It's not correct. It's supposed to be Somali, right?
You see, sometimes it's confusing.
Yeah, no, that one's confusing, but I know that it's
it depends
Somali.
how you confuse it, then it sounds better.
Okay.
So your confusion was wavy.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. See, that's what I'm saying. And I feel like it depends on where it's coming from. If you say it in a disrespectful manner, then it's different.
Yes.
Whereas if I'm just saying it and I'm like, not paying homage, but I'm being cool, but I'm saying it wrong. It's like someone says, if someone friend says Nigerian, bro, I'm not going to lie to you, I don't really care.
Oh, yeah?
It doesn't
just
really...
an accent difference, not a word difference.
That's what it was, it's an accent difference.
No,
it was. I'm from East London.
Your accent is adding letters, bro.
I'm from East London, bro. I'm Cockney and that, you get me?
Yeah.
What parts of London have you been to, actually? Like, it's your first time here?
No, I've been here like 3 times.
And what areas do you usually stay in? Or what areas do you like in terms of...
let me tell you this.
Yeah.
When you from where I live, like if you come to London, then you're good. Since it's London, then you're okay.
Oh, you're just saying anywhere?
Yes, like anywhere, bro.
I hear
Central,
it. There's certain parts of London that will make you miss home.
Yes, since it's London, then.
Bro, but this is it. But I feel like, so I moved here when I was 14 years old. So I grew up, born and raised in Zimbabwe.
Oh, yeah?
Moved here when I was 14 years old. And the vision of the UK that I had was totally different to what I saw when I got here. So for us, it was the Queen. You know what I mean? Like Queen, red buses and all of that. And then I got here, you know what I mean? And I got to where my dad was living at the time. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
This is nice.
But the way you sound is like, you from here. Like.
No.
I've been here nearly 20 years of my life.
No?
So literally.
It's from like Zimbabwe?
No, Keith's got like a mix.
I've lived all over the place. I lived in Australia. I lived in Middlesbrough.
I have
I've lived
some
all
friends
Keith's
in
got
Zimbabwe.
a mix. You can hear it.
Jeff Praiser.
But I'm saying that's why it's lit, because it doesn't matter now.
So you know when someone's speaking in Zimbabwe.
Zimbabweans, I can spot them, you know what I mean, just off accent. Just off literally like, I guess with East Africans, just when people speak, you can always tell.
Yeah, I've been featured in Zimbabwean song with one artist from Zimbabwe. You know Rocky?
Yep. Old school.
Yeah, Rocky. Yeah, we did one song. And I did like a little, we call it Shona.
Yep.
Can you translate these words?
Okay.
Chiso chake, chakanaka, chivaka shure, chakakura, mazizo ake, ano. Oh.
Mazizo ake, her eyes.
Chiso chake?
Not sure what that part means. What's the next bit?
Chiso chake, chakanaka.
Chakanaka, you know, it's beautiful.
Yeah. Chivaka shure, mazizo ake.
Mazizo ake, her eyes.
Ano penya.
Basically beautiful.
Usabata muskana wangu.
Don't touch my girl.
Oh.
Usabata muskana wangu. Don't touch my girl.
Yeah.
The message is beautiful. Don't touch her, boy.
Yeah. You know, and I think with songs, you know what I mean? It's like sometimes, you know, with literal translations, they always sound
a bit off.
A bit off to what it sounds like in how it is. So Shona for me isn't the main language I speak. I was, I'm Debele essentially. So I then had to learn Shona later on in life. And it's a language you don't use essentially.
I know.
But it's a language I mostly understand. So when I'm around people and they don't know, when people don't know you know a language and they'll start speaking and you're sitting there and they're talking about you and you're thinking, interesting. And then when you leave, you have to say something in that language to let them know that I heard 60% of what you said. You know what I mean? I may have missed some of it, but I heard enough to know you were talking about me. Then everyone starts looking at you funny.
Yeah.
That's like the video in the nail shop. You've seen that one?
Uh-uh.
The Chinese woman's talking about the guy in the chair and she's saying, I don't know about his nails, blah, blah, blah. She's kind of dissing him and he's just listening. Then he responds back in Chinese and she's like, she takes her mask off and she's like, you understand Chinese? And he's like, yeah. And she was like, oh my God. Like, so you never know who knows
I know.
What, do you know what I'm saying? You can sing though. I'm not going to lie to you. That little...
Yeah?
Bro, I can't, yeah.
No, bro.
Reminds me of myself sometimes.
I don't know if that's a good thing.
No, I can sing, bro.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. But I can't, I can't do it now because I'm tired.
Can you sing?
I can sing, but not now. I'm a bit tired. I'm a bit tired still.
There's situational singing. In the shower, he sounds like Michael Jackson.
Oh, yeah?
In the studio, totally different story.
Yo, I hate her.
You know, there's like echo, It's like auto-tune in toilets.
There you go. The shower. You know what I mean? When the shower's, reverb.
Even me, a lot of songs, like, I get a lot of ideas when I'm...
In the shower? That's what you get now?
Yeah, bro. Because there's those delay, like, echo
acoustics.
And...
Yeah.
Like, there's harmony, especially in my... Back home.
Yeah.
When I'm, when I have the...
Oh, the shower? The shower's that big, yeah?
Yeah, man. That's when I say, hey. It's like,
so you hear it echoing.
Man's not work for this, man.
Yeah. So many songs that I wrote.
But so what happens in the shower if something comes to you? Is it like, all right, let me finish washing or, yo, I need to get out immediately and write this down? What happens?
No, I'm different. Normally when I have something, it's so hard to evaporate.
Oh, serious?
I'm telling you.
So it just sticks in your head?
Yeah, I'm telling you. I can be flying and I have, some melodies. Yeah. I just go to the studio and record.
Do you write or do you have it in your head?
Sometimes I can just, record. Like Tetema's song, I didn't hold a pen on. It was just like vibe. Listen to the beat. Okay. Shigidi. Yo, give me that. It's just like that. Yeah, sometimes it happens.
Do you know why it's interesting music is because when you hear the finished product, sometimes people not disrespect the music, but they kind of think, it was easy.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, this song has come from scratch.
Sure.
Like the beat, the melody, the bridge, everything that you're hearing, someone created this from nowhere.
Sure.
Do you know what I'm saying? That's why I rate musicians and music, because when you see the what goes into it, you're kind of blown away. But when you hear the end bit, you just think, yeah, song. But you're like, nah, bro. Because even the way you said that, a melody will come to you.
Yeah.
You might sing it out. Then someone will say, add this. Then you're like, no, add this, take this away. It's dope, so.
Yeah.
I think a question I think is pretty dope. So, of all music that's out there, songs you like, songs from different artists, right? If you can think of one song that you've heard that you love and you think to yourself, damn, I wish I was the one that, wrote that song or recorded that song, what one song would it be? One song, maybe give me 3 songs where you're like, I wish I was that person.
But I think, because I like vibe, I would say Jason Derulo's song, Swallow. You know that song with Nicki Minaj?
Yeah.
Jason Derulo's song. Yeah.
That one,
Yeah, that one. Because, you can play it anywhere. Like, it sounds like bongo flavor and sometimes it's crazy. I just love that song.
What song would it be for you? If you could, when you hear music and you're
Please
I wish
don't
I was
pick
the
rap
one.
song.
Ooh.
It's going to be a rap song.
It depends on the mood, though.
Just one.
That's too hard, man. That's crazy. That question doesn't even make sense to me. No, he asked it. You're doing what the police do. What, we look the same because we're black. Man said all the black people the same, I said, yeah. I said, he asked it. All right. Keith, you have to go and let me think.
Thong song.
Thong song, Cisco.
100%.
You are a sick man.
No, bro, like
I didn't even think about it. That's a thong song.
Thong song has been I think
That's
of
a tune,
where I
though.
was when that song came out. I wasn't even in this country. You know what I mean? So literally, I was back home at the time. So, you know what I mean? That song has, significance. And, that was a song. And when a song hits properly worldwide.
Yeah.
Thong song.
Nas, Hate Me Now.
Hate Me Now?
He knew you were going to pick a rock song.
Nas.
Yeah.
I told you.
Yeah, he knew you were going to pick a rock song.
Because I had to.
I told you.
All right, so we're doing R&B.
Anything. That's not rap. Show your diversity.
What's Kanye West's song with the bim?
That's rap, bro.
I know, but
same
it's different.
genre.
What's it called again?
And
I always find something wrong.
I forgot.
You've been
Thinking
putting
from
up
my
with
beautiful,
my shit.
dark,
Yeah,
twisted
yeah.
fantasy. I know which song you mean.
Oh.
So would you have written that song or produced that song?
Produced it. Yeah. Did you hear how it was done though? The guy said that.
Mike Dean.
Yeah, the white guy. Kanye said play a piano. So he played the piano, like dum, dum, because he was trying to work out the keys.
Then he hit that one and man's like,
you picked the song is because you know the story about the song.
Do you know, is it, no, because I like the song so much.
Okay.
And then when I heard the story about the song, I fell in love with it a bit more.
Oh.
And then I went to the Kanye West concert, Watch the Throne, and he played that song. And he literally came out and he just pressed the bing, and everyone went mad because you didn't need to hear any other part of the song. Everyone knew what it was already.
Oh, yeah?
So I feel like that's the power of the song for me, that
Wow.
you don't have to hear much. All you hear is that piano, bing, and you know what it is.
Yeah.
If I had to pick a second one, yeah. Don't judge me for this one. Who let the dogs out?
The bar, man.
I'm sorry. You're going to tell me that song didn't have motion.
You know what? I got one. No, I'll let you finish.
Yeah, the song had motion. We're not going to sit here and pretend Who Let the Dogs Out was not a song.
The party is jumping.
Yeah. I guarantee you, we can all, you know when you say a song and you can think of maybe the feelings you felt around that period of time.
Well,
it was a fun time when that song came out. So, Baha, man.
My
Who Let
song,
the Dogs Out?
Shabba Ranks, Mr. Loverman.
Oh, another one?
Big
Mr. Loverman.
What? Mr. Loverman. Shabba.
Yes.
Hey. Champion lover. No, nah. If you love looking for you, buck up on the right, man. Hey, that song there.
Okay, maybe the second Michael Jackson song.
I was thinking of an MJ song, but there's too many.
Yeah.
Smooth Criminal.
Boom. That's dope.
Yeah, the video was dope as well.
Yes.
The white suit.
With the blue stuff.
Listen, my MJ was a guy, you know. You've been shot by a smooth criminal.
And when you hear when they talk about their process where they would go through hundreds of songs, where they have 100 bangers and now they have to reduce that 100 bangers down to an album. You know what I mean? Where you're just taking songs out, and then when you have that
challenge,
and they were like, and now that you have this set of bangers, they're like, okay, with what we have now, you know what I mean? What are we keeping and what are we taking out? What can we improve?
Yeah.
You know, when you think you've gone through so many songs. When Quincy Jones talks about it, he was like, even when he's like, the album's complete, they're like, it's not finished. We can still do this. We can still do that. Where they're like, it's just song after song. I think now with, from kind of stuff I hear with certain artists, you know what I mean? Where they're like, cool, we needed 12 songs. Maybe we had 14. You know what I mean? Then we picked 12 out of the 14 and that's how the albums come around. And those could be 12, really, really good songs. But then you hear Michael Jackson's process and other people were like, we're going through hundreds and hundreds of songs.
But that's like Chris Brown though. I don't know how you are with your process. I'll ask you in a minute, but Chris Brown was like, I've got like 300 songs. Like just there. Like I haven't released. Like they're just there. So it's kind of like, I don't know how, when you're making an album or so, do you say, all right, the mood I'm in is the mood for the album. The message of the album is this. So I'm going to record 12, 14 songs that I feel is this. Or you're like, you know what? I'm just going to keep on making tracks.
I think the way it is like recording every day. Since you have a lot of songs and then your team, or you can say, I think I want to drop an album. So it is like that to me. Because I know musicians, they're recording a lot. You know? Yeah, you can. They're going to the camp like with 4 or 5 producers.
Yeah.
So per day you can make 10 songs or 15 songs.
Yeah.
You know, then you have a lot of options. And what I know about songs, anything you like in the studio, anything you like in the studio can be a hit song. Like, you can have a hit song, which is never been a hit, maybe for 5 or 6 years, and then boom. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah. I know it's about. Even that low, you know that like.
Oh, bro, that song was very old.
That's what I'm saying. But then it got like a revamp when someone used it on TikTok
but
or Instagram.
Or it can be an old song and someone sample it and then become like global song.
Got what Shaggy song, you
see?
Where he was like, he had a tune, you know what I mean? He's like, the song is out. They put it out. It's like the song was out for a whole year before he took off. And he's like, it's crazy because like one DJ in Hawaii, you know what I mean? Some really liked the song. Yeah. And he started playing it over there. And he started getting bare requests in Hawaii. And the song started to pick up. But it was a year in. The label wasn't happy about the way the song
took off.
No, the way, I think it wasn't me, if I'm not mistaken.
That's
he was
a big song.
Yeah, and he's like, it just, just didn't take off up until a year later. The label wanted to release other songs as the single.
Oh, yeah, you see?
But have you had that before that you make a song in the studio and you're like, yo, this is the one, and it doesn't really do what you want it to do?
Many times.
Then there's a song that you're like, nah, it's all right. And that's the song that it's like,
yes.
Like, how?
That's happened to me as well.
But how does that happen? Like
I don't know.
Not in a dumb way, but it's like when you're in the studio and you hear a song, you're like, yes, I like this one. And it doesn't translate.
You can go to the studio with, pianists, guitarists.
Yeah.
You have back vocals, drum people, and you guys want to make a hit. And then you're not going to make it. And sometimes you can just be chilling and, I feel something.
Have you had...
And that's the one that goes.
Yes, that's music.
Have you had a situation where you're in the studio, you've worked on a song, you're not really feeling it, but somebody's like, yo, this is it. And you're like,
Yeah.
But then they're like, this is it. And then it goes on to do something.
One of my big songs back home called Number One, I just recorded like 1 year. Like, I recorded the song and I was just, playing it. Like, it's one of my songs that I used to play. It's not even on my plans. And one of my manager was like, I think you can put someone on the song and then we finish the song. We'll be good. I was like, I don't feel like I want to...
feature anyone on this track.
Yes. Then I was like, okay, let me do it. After we did that and we dropped the song, now it's like most viewed song.
Oh, serious?
Yes. Of all my songs.
And you look back at it now and you're like, damn.
That's like Usher, isn't it? Usher
Caught
said,
Up.
Yes.
Yeah, Usher was like, I didn't want Caught Up.
L.A. Reid was like...
He's like, I didn't like it.
L.A. Reid called up the guy in the studio, one of the other guys, his manager, and he's like, you best make sure that song gets recorded today, and it's one of Usher's biggest songs. But he's like, Usher was not interested in recording that song.
Even Tetema, one of my, best songs, I went to record another song in the studio, and I was leaving, and then producer played the beat, and I was like, "Ooh, can you play that again?" So I went back to the studio and then started working. Yeah,
so it's crazy. If we didn't play that song, you wouldn't have made that song.
Yes,
crazy.
So have you ever been in the studio? You've heard a beat, and then the producer's like, "No, this is for someone else," and you're like, "I have to have this."
That's what happened.
Oh, it was for someone else.
It was someone's beat. How did you know that? So I was like, okay, I'm going to record on top of it and then we're going to change the beat. But I was lying. I was like, I'm going to take the beat. And he said the beat to the guy. The guy was like, I think there's something missing. I was like, okay, this opportunity. Find something else for him.
Yeah. Because you're like, I'll have this.
Yes, but right after we dropped the song.
He must have been vexed.
Yeah, he started complaining like, yo, that was my beat.
But
too late.
You didn't want it. It's like, have you heard, I'm not sure if you've heard Fat Joe tell the story. So you see Candy Shop.
Yeah,
the beat for Candy Shop. Yeah. So the beat for Candy Shop was actually
the 50 Cent one?
Yeah. So the beat was actually for Fat Joe. So Fat Joe and Scott Storch actually did the beat together where, Fat Joe told him how to make the beat. But then Fat Joe was like, nah, this is a bit too soft for me. You know what I mean? So he's let it go. So 50's heard it and he's like, I want this. So Scott Storch has called up, Fat Joe and he's like, yo, this beat is hard. Are you sure you don't want it? It's like, nah, I'm cool. Fat Joe was like, he's called him 8 times in a row and he's like, yo, are you sure you don't want this beat? He's like, no, bro. It's like, he called him again. He's like, brother, I said I don't want the beat. You know what I mean? Yeah. Called him again. And he's like, listen, bro, I don't want the beat. So Scott Storch was like, hey, I have a client that wants this beat. He ain't told him who it is.
Yeah,
and he's like,
if he told him it was 50, he might have kept it.
Yes.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, so literally he said that to him. He says he don't want it. He's, you know what I mean? He checked with him.
8 times.
And then he's like, when he heard the song, he was like, oh, damn.
Do you know what it's about rap in those days? That a lot of guys were like, I don't want to come across as soft. My music needs to be like hard. It needs to sound hard.
Yeah.
Because even he done What's Love. And he was like, even he didn't want to do that. But it was like Ja Rule and Murder Inc., they were kind of his people.
Yeah.
And they were like, no, I'll give you the beat and I'll don't worry, Joe, trust me. And that happened to be one of his biggest tracks.
Yeah.
So I feel like a long time ago, people were just like, nah, because people cared about their image and how they looked. 50 Cent didn't care. 50 Cent was like, I don't care.
I'm making music.
I'm making music.
But it's dope what you just said, because I guess as an artist, you can sometimes be so caught up in what your image of yourself is that sometimes you lose track of, you know what I mean, what you're building essentially, because you're like, no, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. Because I feel it makes me look like this essentially. And when you're like, yo, you could be creating some of the best stuff of your career if you could just look past certain things. So do you feel like you've ever been in a situation where you're like, maybe I'm holding myself back by, you know, kind of tying myself into this? Have you ever been in the studio where you're like, you know what, let me try something else? So you don't seem like that kind of guy because you're so open to doing so many things. But do you feel like you've ever been in a space where you're like, let me try something else so I don't box myself in?
Yeah, many times. Of course, that's the way I feel. Like, I don't want to limit myself. Like, okay, this is me. This is not me. No,
Yeah.
I'm trying to do different stuff.
If you could have like a dream collabo, like work with maybe like, maybe say 3 British artists and maybe 3 other artists in the world, who would they be? In terms of like, yo, like, yeah, these are people I would love to work with.
Yeah, because I listen to a lot of musicians and I have a lot of options. But I would say Ed Sheeran.
Okay.
I know.
Maybe Justin Bieber.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can hear it still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even a little melody that you I could kind of hear it still.
Yeah.
What, no Adele?
Yes. Yes, bro.
Don't worry, I'll stitch it in. You can go back and get it.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
No, yeah, bro. How did you know that? Yes.
I can
I
hear
think
it.
Adele will be number 1.
That song will go off. And you know when you think of, especially collabs where you're collaborating from over here, you know what I mean, the UK and Africa, I genuinely feel like that's stuff that can be, and it's always the ones where it's not an obvious collab, you know what I mean? Where you're like, you weren't expecting this and it's gone on to do crazy things, essentially. So yeah, I can hear it. You know,
Adele, if you're listening, make it happen, man. Because the thing is, I feel like, as I said, now, a long time ago, UK artists would be like, no, not doing that. Whereas to tap into other genres and markets, like it makes sense, man, because singing hasn't got a voice. If you notice, for example, when someone sings, you don't know where they're from. More times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas then when they talk, you're like, oh, hold on. Like, you're British, you're American, you're Swedish, but when people tend to sing, it's got like a universal tone more times.
Sure.
That like you can't actually tell where they're from.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's, do you know what I'm saying? And even sometimes if you do sing in French or you do sing in another language, it sounds cold.
Sounds mad, you know.
Like it sounds different because now I want to know what you're saying.
Sure.
Now I want to look at the lyrics. I mean, what does that mean? And now I know a little bit of French, or I know a little bit of, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is gonna sound crazy, but Masego, you know what I mean? I think that would be another dope collab, essentially, because I love, you know what I mean? I love his music. You know what I mean? I love how he sounds. You know, when you're talking about singers, what you said is right in terms of singers sound a certain way, but you then have certain singers, that
you can hear it.
You know what I mean? Where they sound the same as everyone else, but unique. Like Masego, when you think of Don Toliver, you know what I mean? When he sings, he sounds like Don Toliver.
Even Friday, that guy Friday.
He sounds like
his voice is crazy. Like when you hear him like singing on a tune, you can feel it. You know what I'm saying? Like a certain tone.
Yeah, and you know what I mean? It does pretty well. So yeah, but I definitely think, you know, an Adele collab.
Yeah.
Beautiful scenes.
We want some points for that though.
My team is there.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
hey, listen, you know what I mean? Airing out the project, you know what I mean? But a little something on the back end.
Free shots on a little 5%, get us some points. Like, you know what I'm saying? We put it out there.
Mom is too greedy. 2 points is enough, you know what I mean? That's all right. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Don't want their lawyers going on, you know what I mean? We want this done. tonight. You know what I mean? The paperwork signed before you not leave. 5 points, Marvin. That's a 2-week negotiation to get us all the way back down to 2 points.
So if you had British food, in inverted commas, have you had that, the full English yet?
Yeah.
You had it, the full English?
No.
Come on, man. Okay.
But this is the third time here.
All right,
what are you talking about?
So basically, in terms of like, you've got London and UK is very diverse. So obviously you've got Nigerians, West Indian, Ghanaian. Like you've got all different people, like Italians, but there's certain food that like English people eat, as in like it's not staple, but it's within their culture. And there's one thing called the full English. So it's breakfast. So it's like a fried egg, sausages, beans, toast. Then you can add other things, mushrooms.
No, you can't add it. That's part of it.
No.
That's part of it.
No, but it's different. You can add it.
Full English?
Yeah, full English.
Bro, for it to be full English, it has to have certain things in it. If you take those things off, it's not full English.
You don't have to have mushrooms in there.
I thought you guys were talking about language. Is that food?
Yeah. So the full English. so basically, for example, like most times, staple full English would be like eggs, bacon, sausages, beans, toast, cup of tea. Like, yeah. But then obviously, as I said, some people add like tomato, mushrooms. Yeah, try it, bro. And when you try it, please let me know. And then I'm going to send you some other things.
I think we need to have a full Swahili now.
There we go. We need that.
What's that?
No, you said it's full English. Now
full Swahili.
Yes.
So what do you have for in terms of what do they have for breakfast in? Yeah, traditional.
I think the favorite is how do you call kiporo? Is last night food that remained. What is that?
Oh, leftovers.
Leftovers.
Yes, leftovers. Yes.
But that's breakfast.
Yes. That's dope.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, Chinese breakfast.
Yes.
There's another thing you got to have as well.
So that's the vibe.
You got
rice and beans, that's famous.
That's famous.
Yeah.
Another thing you got to have fish and chips when you're here.
Fish and chips?
Fish and chips.
Oh, yeah?
But no. Banging.
Take it to Morley's.
Do you know what it
It's
is?
not part of full English?
Do you know what it is, yeah? I need to buck you, don't worry, because I'm from East London. Listen, fish and chips from the right place.
Yes.
No, but that's not the same thing, man. You bet there's chicken shops over there, bro. Can it tell chicken shops? It's not like, remember, Tower Hamlets is more fish and chips. Newham's more like it's more, not, I can't say more black, but it's like more like chicken shops and Dallas, fried chicken. The other ones, a bit more urban still. So
you know a lot about food, and I was asking about food, and you was just silent.
No, but do you know what it is? You need to eat food, because I feel like even if you vlog it or like you put on your TikTok, I think it's interesting because people back home and around the world will see like, I'm in this country.
Oh.
There's a dish that they have here, full English, let me try it. Whether you like it or not is different.
Yeah,
Fish
I'll
and chips.
try it tomorrow.
Yeah, try it.
Just don't stay away from the black pudding.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, black pudding's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What is it?
Pig's blood.
Yeah, it's kind of congealed pig's blood, and it's a little block, and it's just made of pig's blood.
Oh.
It looks like a black pudding. It looks like a little potato.
Oh,
but
yeah?
But I used to eat it when I was younger. I didn't know what it was. So...
No.
And then one day I asked, I said,
I think I don't want that one.
Yeah, no, you don't want that one.
Yeah.
And I asked, I said, what is this? She's got pig's blood. I said, Jesus. I've been eating this for years. I used to eat all the time, bro, like because I didn't know what it was.
So you let her influence you against eating it?
But
Peer pressure, bro. You were enjoying it.
No.
Bro, you ate it for years.
For how many years?
I didn't enjoy it. I just didn't mind. I didn't mind
Brother,
it.
I'm sorry. You were doing it for years. And you were loving it.
No.
He was loving it, and you let her influence him negatively.
Allow me.
You were loving it.
Allow me. I did it. Once I heard, there's certain things that
once you your own person.
Once you hear
I've
it,
been eating it for years.
No, you can't go back on that. Congealed pig's blood. I'm like, how did you even think of this? Who was there saying, let's congeal some pig's blood and fry it?
No, just ideas, bro.
It's like gelled,
just food ideas.
It's mad, and even blood is like, it's crazy.
But you eat cow foot.
I do and I don't. Like, I don't go out and say, yo, let me get a cow foot. But if someone's made stew and they've cut up cow foot in there, I ain't gonna say no.
So you don't mind if they put the whole foot
It'd
on
be
the
rude.
plate?
No, I can't see the whole foot on the plate, bro. I can't see the whole foot that's chilling.
So if someone give you pig bloods now, you will know the test? Because you've been eating it for years.
I ate it for years, you would know it.
You're on me, boy.
waiting for time.
Nah, I don't like your tone, bro. What's going on here? Man said, yo, nah.
You know what it is.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know what I can't remember what it tastes like. I'll be honest. That's when I was like young. You're moving mad.
I'm sorry, bro. Hey, listen. You know, there's like right in the bite.
I was gonna fire back, but I'm not gonna fire back. No, that's still completely different though. It's so different. Bro, I had it like when I was like 11 or something like that. Or
almost a grown man, bro.
And if we do calculations, like 9 years. You said for how long?
No, I haven't since when I was 11 years old.
Yeah, so it's like how long were you eating it?
Oh no, from when I was maybe about 7 or 8 to maybe about 11.
So you know what I mean? It's a good 3-4 years,
like,
bro.
when I used to be in Stratford, there was a cafe in my mum's shop. So I used to go there like on holidays in the mornings, like just to get breakfast.
So how many years then?
That process was like 4 years, bro. They do say it takes
here we go
16 weeks to develop a habit. You did it for 4 years.
I didn't do it. It wasn't 16 years. It wasn't consistent. It was 6 week holidays. So it was 6 times.
There's 36 weeks.
No, not 36 weeks. It was 6 times.
Okay, this is the way you used to
24
order.
weeks actually.
No, I just ordered, as I said, our full English. So just a cup of tea, whatever. And it's only when me and my brother were talking about it.
Don't forget pig's blood.
No. No. Then I said, one time I just said, she's going, do you want black pudding in that? And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, what is that, by the way? She told me, I said, no, never again. But I didn't know. So the funny thing is, if I didn't know, I'll still eat it today. I'll go to a cafe and say, yeah, let me get black pudding, because I wouldn't know what it was. It doesn't really taste like anything. It was weird. I don't remember it.
Ooh. 4 years, bro.
No, but you know what it is? But you know that when you're eating, for example, like I'm not a fan of baked beans. Yeah. Like if you, I don't.
But do you just have them on their own, or do you
baked
sauce
beans?
them up? Yeah. Do you put stuff in them? Onions.
No. See what I'm saying? I don't eat baked beans in my house. It's like when I have the full English, I'll have it. Whereas I know girls that like
that's not
they season baked beans. They put onions in there, peppers. Like you're like, what? This is. Yeah, but for me, no. In the cafe, they just can heating it up, and that's maybe a bit of salt.
Yeah,
do you know what I'm saying? So that's how.
So
I
growing
know
up,
beans.
you didn't have them with the seasoning and stuff.
I didn't have beans like that when I was growing up.
Serious?
Only if I'm having a full English, and even when the beans on toast, I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't know about it back then seasoning. So if I had beans on toast, it would have just been beans on toast, maybe a bit of cheese on top. Yeah, that's another one. That's another one you can have, beans on toast.
Yeah.
No, but you know, the thing is, you're looking at it because dope, you don't rate it. So you're saying, but it's for him to try. But look, the music he makes, he appreciates the world. So don't let this guy pigeonhole you. If this guy was your music manager, he wouldn't want you to leave the country.
So in London, I'm gonna have eating experiments.
Yeah. There's bangers and mash as well. There's bangers and mash. Bangers and mash.
Sunday roast.
That's a banger.
Sunday roast. You can take him out for a Sunday roast.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, Sunday roast.
So I think you guys should have a list for me, like a breakdown of it.
I'll send some stuff still.
Yeah.
100%, you know what I mean? Go out there, try different things. I think that will be great. You might, you know what I mean? You might like it, or you might refuse to eat British food ever again. You know what I mean?
I think next time when I come here, I'll bring my
shepherd's pie as well.
No. Forget about food now. I'll bring my perfume brand.
Oh, serious?
Yeah, I'm dropping it soon.
Oh, dope.
Oh, tell us a bit more
Can you
about that.
Just tell us the name or?
Yeah.
You can tell us the story behind it, because you know when people have kind of a brand, what's the story behind it?
In every Valentine, I normally drop an EP called Flowers. So it's just love songs, you know, those Valentine songs. And why I call Flowers is like gift to my fans, because they love my my love songs.
Yeah.
So I have to give them. And I was just, now I have that business mindset. I was like, okay, what can I do to, you know, for my people? And I was like, okay, I like to, you know, smell good. And I was like, okay, let me do something for them. So I didn't want to call it Flowers, because it's
too obvious. Yeah.
So it's called Fleur, like French.
What does that mean? Oh, it's
flower.
Oh, that's French for flower.
Fleur, yes. So it's Fleur by Rayvanny. It's coming soon.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, it sounds all right still.
Yes.
That's actually dope still.
Yeah.
So in terms of, you know, what it smells like, can you...
Did you have a say in how it would smell in terms of Were you that involved? Did they like say these are the smells, or you're like, no, I like it vanilla-y, or I like it sweet, I like it more musky?
Yeah, we have a conversation now, like
you're
come with it.
Okay.
Yeah. Like it's final. We're on the final part. Like
that's dope.
Soon it's gonna be out.
Is there any other things that you're involved in terms of away from music? In terms of like, so you said, all right, you've got perfume. Is there any other things you're involved in?
Business-wise?
Yeah.
I have different businesses. Restaurant.
Okay.
You know? Yes, I'm coming with my clothing line.
Okay.
Yes. So now it's perfume, you know?
I like that.
That's dope, man.
Branding
that's
is
dope.
everything.
Yeah.
How long are you in the UK for now this time, in terms of?
I'm gonna leave soon.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna leave soon, like on 26th, I think.
And the reason you're here?
I'm here for some shows.
Okay, dope.
Like linking up with my fans in the UK.
Dope.
So Northampton will be 23rd. And then we'll go to London.
Yep.
24 and 25 Birmingham.
Okay.
Yes.
So have you done shows in the UK before? And if you have, what city have you enjoyed the most?
Every time I'm here, it's a vibe. Yeah, that's, making music, it's okay. Writing, it's okay. But performing.
The energy and...
Yeah. That's how you feel it.
Yeah.
When people sing to your song, react to your song.
Yeah, it must be crazy though when sometimes you, especially like, you're not from the UK.
Yes.
So you go somewhere you're not from, and the people that live there are singing your music.
I came from Toronto. I was in Toronto. I just landed today, right? Yeah, so you met those people that we just drive 8 hours from New York for your show.
Crazy.
It's amazing experience. So
must be a crazy feeling.
Yeah, that's dope. Yeah.
That is.
Would you say that's the best part of being a musician? That in terms of the energy you get from your fans, or apart from the stability, the money, whatever, like that goes without saying. Let's take that away. But in terms of, would you say it's that, or maybe you making a song from scratch and it blowing? Like, what would you say for you is like a defining or a feeling that you're like, yo, do you know what? This keeps me going, or this gives me the motivation to do.
Oh, I think to me, I'll talk about myself. Like the feeling that I love, like to be famous or to be a musician is like I have a big, big, big family.
Okay.
When you're a musician, you're not belong to one family. You belong to the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like
your world is your family. Like I can go to Zimbabwe, I can go to Angola, I can go wherever. I met people and they happy to see me. So I have big family. So that's what I like. Like, that's a good feeling to have a big family. You meet people and then they know you. Like, this is far away from home. And, Rayvanny. I was like, that's an amazing feeling.
I mean, it is like, that is, a good feeling where you're abroad and, because it kind of shows you how far your work travels, essentially, you know what I mean? Because like I said, conquering home is great.
Yeah.
But like you said, when you go out there and you're like, this is how far. And I think meeting different people in different countries is kind of that reminder that, I'm working hard and it's actually...
Do you know what's sick about that? Even I went to New York the other day. I literally came back today. And I must have been with my friend in Times Square. I went to go meet her to go and she was shopping. And I was going to go get my brethren a jersey.
Yeah.
As I'm walking, and one dude's like, yo, Marv, what you did in New York? Yeah. I'm like, oh, rah, what's good? Just on holiday, bro. He's going, I love the pod. I said, cool. Like, rah. Then when I went to Lagos Lounge, another girl from London the girl from London I knew was there. And I was like, rah. So the person I was with was like, rah, how you in my city and like, you know more people than like I have in the past. But it's interesting that you don't know who knows you until you're out or certain places. And the thing is, think about how many times people see you and they don't say nothing.
It's true.
Yeah.
Because there's times where I've been driving, I've seen someone and I just thought, whatever, I'm not going to say nothing.
Yeah.
So.
No, it's true, man.
Yeah.
But we appreciate you coming through, man.
Thanks a lot.
And we're definitely going to tap into Tanzanian.
Tanzanian.
Tanzanian. Yo, let me tell you this. If you guys are working so hard and you're busy the whole year. When you want to go to vacation, that's the place to be, bro.
See, that's another thing as well.
I'm telling you,
that,
come
like,
to Zanzibar.
Yep.
Do you know
Mount Kilimanjaro,
one,
whatever.
One guy messaged me, I can't remember his name, man. Forgive me, I'm up and listening. But he was like, I think I put on my itinerary that I'm going to try and travel like every month this year somewhere.
Yeah.
So someone was like, yo, try Zanzibar. And I was like, all right, cool. And he's like, do you know what? I'm going to send you all the hotels and all the places you can go in Zanzibar. And he was like, bro, I'm telling you that. I think there was a certain period, he was like, it's really busy, like tourist season. So things are a bit more expensive. The hotels might be booked out. But then there's other times, but like, I heard it's beautiful, bro. Like the beaches, like everything is nice.
Oh man, that's my place. Just come there. You guys, I'm gonna host you there. You just tell me when you're ready. Just come there and see the beautiful country.
Yeah,
I'm totally down, man.
Listen, you see, I was gonna go.
Now I'm going.
Now you're going.
Man, I'm gonna toast you. You know that? You know you're with someone that's 30 in that place.
You're like,
let me enjoy it, man. Don't be saying this when I message you.
You look at man telling security.
I see by the
security.
See by the airport, like, yo, Ray.
You remember your promise.
And security's talking about right now.
Bro.
Man said he can't even say Tanzanian, man. Get him out of here, man. But I definitely want to go.
You have to come there, you know. You have to come there. It's a beautiful country, trust me. And peace.
I heard Gambia is another beautiful country as well. Is it the Gambia?
Gambia?
I heard that's another beautiful country. But the thing
I've never been in
most
Gambia.
People hear about Dubai, Jamaica. Like there's certain places you hear, but you're like, no, bro, there's a lot of places in the world that are beautiful, but you just don't know about it. Or people don't, the light hasn't been shone on it. But sometimes it's better that way because you don't want too many people there anyway. But yeah, I'm definitely going to come through.
But no, we'll definitely be visiting Tanzania.
I'll be waiting for you guys.
We're doing it, man. 100%. Tazer's not invited.
Tanzania.
Tanzanians. We will be Tanzanians by the end of the year.
and also testament to you as well because you landed and you still came to the interview. Because I know certain artists would land and be like,
not today.
Not today, bro.
I know.
Allow me, bro. I don't know what I'm doing today, but not today. But you still came, which is a testament to you. So thank you. I appreciate you coming through. Cool, bro.
Thanks, bro.
Let's get it. Boom. Thank you, bro.